we have Miss Monica Lee Morrill. Okay. She's a third-generation Korean American and was elected this year by the people of Pennsylvania to the 12th Congressional District to be a delegate to the RNC. She's a writer and co-author of Betrayed, the shocking story of Extortion 17 as told by Navy SEAL's father. Monica writes about the impacts of government policy, American history, and a number of other subjects. She is here to exercise her First Amendment right in her voicing unwavering support for Donald Trump. Here's Miss Monica.
Thank you, Mr. Carter, and I'd like to thank everybody here for taking time out of your busy schedule. You made a decision today to stand with liberty, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today. My name is Monica Lee Morrill. Morrill is pronounced as in good moral principles. And the Clintons are terrified of at least one of my names. So I'd like to thank everyone. You know, we're here in a pivotal moment, in a pivotal place, an incredibly important place, which is the birthplace of our country. And I want to speak today mainly about liberty and self-government, which is enshrined in the Declaration of Independence and our U.S. Constitution. Today, we are here because we've been let down by hope and change, which was just handed to us with lip service. Just words, no action. And I want to talk to you about three specific things today. Hope and change we can believe in, but also watch Donald Trump take action and actually execute the hope and change we're looking for this nation. Number two, transparency. And number three, the truth. Because unless we discuss and found this debate on the truth, we don't have a good foundation to start from. So with that, I'd like to share something that I believe with the hope and change necessary. If you have any doubts about Donald Trump, I encourage you to go to his website, donaldjtrump.com, and look at the positions he takes. Look at the policies, look at what's in writing, and then look at his history. He has an incredible history of getting the job done. Secondly, transparency. And there's a huge contrast here, because the transparency that we're looking for, that we need to run a free world, is lacking. Now, Donald Trump has had more press conferences over the past year during his presidential campaign than Obama and Hillary Clinton combined. So we already have someone who is engaging with the people, someone who is discussing the hot issues, someone who is genuinely concerned on the ground, meeting with the people, listening to their pleas of help regarding illegal immigration, illegal drugs, and a plethora of other issues. And number three, this is the subject I'd like to discuss the most, the truth. We are not just voting for an individual to lead our nation. We are voting for an idea. We are voting for a platform. We are voting for a vision to take this country to greater heights than we've ever seen in our history. And I want to share with you the contrast that we see with the Clinton campaign. And I'm going to keep calling it Clinton because, you know, Bill said you get a 2-for-1. You get a 2-for-1 deal with me, is what Bill's saying. So when we're discussing Hillary, we're actually discussing Bill and Hillary Clinton. We're discussing the corruption of the Clinton machine, which has been ongoing for over 40 years in Washington, D.C. and beyond. It has started with Hillary Rodham and Watergate. She was kicked off the investigation because the man said she was a liar and she didn't know how to tell the truth. Not much has changed since 1972 in Washington, D.C. with Hillary Clinton. She now looks down from the tower of the Clinton Foundation, her lofty throne, running an imperial campaign, collecting foreign funds, which has been known to happen even going back to the 1990s. She was taking funds that were found going back to the Chinese Communist Party. And this is a fact. It's all documented in a book that covers the senatorial committee investigation on the Clintons. It's called The Year of the Rat, written by Ed Timberlake. Go look up the facts. I am speaking today the truth because we cannot afford to let the lies overrun the discussion and the narrative of this campaign. I also would like to discuss the contradictions we see with the Clintons. On the one hand, she says, stronger together. But then she calls us a basket of deplorables. Okay, so how is that uniting people? How does that bring us together? How does that make us want to be part of the same team? The reality is there are two visions, as I mentioned. A vision that Donald Trump is leading and a vision that the Clintons are taking off in the opposite direction. I want to discuss one last thing, because we've witnessed, very sadly, a decline in the American culture. We've witnessed ethics that have been ignored on an unprecedented level in our government, both at the lowest levels locally, but also at the highest levels. Here I have a 19-page list with the WikiLeaks and the documents that we need to know about. If you want to receive this information, please come and see me later. I'm happy to take your email address. I just want to read one thing, a few things actually, about what we're seeing in the WikiLeaks, because again, this goes back to the truth. Hillary knew Saudi Arabia and Qatar were arming ISIS, yet she supported arms deals to them anyway. Wow. There's evidence of this in the WikiLeaks. It is shocking. The Democrats were discussing with the Clinton campaign. They were leaking information regarding the Benghazi investigation. Does anyone remember Benghazi?
Yeah!
Okay. We are going to make sure the American people don't forget it. Before I arrived here, I met with one of the Benghazi heroes, Mark Geist. He is here today in Pennsylvania. He's in Pennsylvania. He's not here. He's in Pennsylvania. He is speaking to hundreds of veterans. He is standing with Pennsylvania in this election. And I'll tell you one moment about what our major concern is. But in the Benghazi committee, I'm going to read to you the quote from the emails. The Democrats are conspiring to set up against Trey Gowdy, who is the chairman of the committee, the Benghazi Temporary Select Committee. This is a quote. Quote, Benghazi committee Dems want us to know that Gowdy has just quietly signed up to appear live on FTN, that's Fox Television Network, this Sunday. The Dems expect Gowdy to either talk about the Kate Duvall political article or what the discrepancy between emails produced by SB and Hillary Rodham Clinton means. Maybe both. Can we do another video with Brian Fallon or another campaign press person debunking it all before he appears so he has to respond? They are deliberately undermining the truth about what happened in Benghazi. 4 men died innocently on September 12th, 2012. May we always remember these people and remember the liberties that we hold so precious to us. And that brings me to my last point. We, the people, are very concerned about voter fraud. And today, I am going to draw a line in the sand right in front of Independence Hall. Any voter fraud on either side will be challenged by thousands of U.S. citizens as our right as U.S. citizens to challenge voter fraud is constitutionally protected. And that Constitution was signed here in this city. We exercise the right to challenge voter fraud wherever it is in this country, but even in our city of brotherly love. Why? Because we love liberty too much to give it up to lies. We will not allow our freedoms to be stolen by thieves who think that they can cast a vote by a dead person, by an illegal voter, or anything else. We the people demand fair elections. We the people stand firm against the corruption, especially out of the Clinton campaign, and we want to make America great again. We the people are voting for Donald J. Trump.
Trump, 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 Trump.